to grow and master TikTok, whether you are a complete beginner or just starting to get your feet wet on the platform, then this video is for you. So make sure you subscribe or you'll lose the information in this video. TikTok has been around for a few years now. Things have changed a lot, especially in the last year. If you implement these tips, they will serve you well and help you reach your next 10K followers or your first 10K followers. And free accounts now with great success. These will help you if you do the work and stay consistent. So if you've started a brand new account, it would be a really good idea once you've sorted out your profile picture, your bio, which I've done other posts on that, so make sure you check it out after that, you just warm your account up first before you start posting any content. No, I'm not being high maintenance, right? It's just TikTok needs to have an idea of what your account is all about, really, and your interests, your content preferences, so then it can show your content to the right people. I recommend you doing this for around 72 hours or for a week. During this time, you're just going to be a bit of a stalker, and you're going to go on a few page or accounts in the same niche or industry as you, and you're going to like their posts and you're going to engage with people and leave value. By doing this, you're training the algorithm, giving the algorithm an idea of what your content's all about. Plus, this may entice people to check out your profile and even follow you straight away, even if you haven't even got any content out yet. This gives you a chance to have a feel of what TikTok is like and about, the type of content you see on the platform, especially those in the same niche. Once you have done this, please, if you are a gaming account, for example, I say example so many times, it makes me go, urgh. But if you are a gaming account, please do not post random cat videos or something unrelated to your niche, because a lot of people do not know this, but your first videos really do count to give TikTok indications what your account's all about, and you'll count overall, like a rating, a score. These first 3 videos really help TikTok identify what your account is all about. So make sure you do the work, kiddo. You could start off with a video of you introducing yourself and what your account's about is a good shout. Don't make these videos too long, and on your first week, post about 1 to 3 videos max. Just give things time for the algorithm to have an idea what your content's about. Interact with other accounts, but don't get too stressed out about these videos, because what happens a lot of times is when you first post your videos, they don't generally do that well. Repost them a bit later on, and then you'll see that the views will just go up a lot more. And this is just because of this stage I'm talking about, where TikTok's trying to have an idea what you're all about, and you're getting a feel for the platform. Make sure your content isn't too long, say 7 to 30 seconds. Make sure you have good lighting, good audio, good quality video. It's not recorded on a potato, because this will give you a better chance of performing well on the view page. So we've warmed up your account and we've been interacting with people. So what strategy can we do? Well, for starters, why don't you try interacting with 10 to 20 accounts a day, which are people in the same industry and niche as you. And while you're at it, why don't you follow 50 to 100 people who are in the same niche as you as well, your competitors. And the reason why I say this and I recommend this is just so it gives you a feel of what type of content and subject these content creators, your competitors, are creating for the same audience as you. And by engaging and interacting with people in the same industry niche as you, their followers are your target audience. So if you leave a comment full of value, a compliment, don't leave any hate. But if you leave something valuable, a genuine comment on one of your competitors' posts, their followers are going to see your comment, your awesome comment, and then they are going to be intrigued by your comment. They might like it. Your comment might even go viral. More about this on another time, viral comments. But once they have liked your comment, they may check out your profile, and because they're in the same niche, they might follow you as well. The next tip is basically being consistent on the platform. TikTok is a platform that rewards recency, and as long as you're still in the game, you start to build momentum on your account, and then it starts pushing it to the right audience, the right audience, the right audience, and you then get really good numbers. Now, you'll get a lot of coaches saying, oh, you got to post 3 to 5 times a day. Now, if you post 3 times a day or 5 times a day, you're going to get a better chance of growing quicker because more people are going to see your content, but also your views sort of get spread out. So if you post 3 videos, it might be 200, 200, 200. So it's like 1,000. But the problem is, if you're going for 3 to 5 pieces of content a day and you just started on the platform, then this is a good way to get concentration burnout, where you get overwhelmed and you just can't be bothered to do it anymore because you've made all this content, it's not performed that well, maybe because you've just started, because you're just getting your feet wet, and then it's going to make you give up on the platform. I think a better strategy to start first is just start posting at least 3 pieces of quality content a week, and then build it up as you start to become more better and more efficient at creating content and creating sustainable habits or habit of creating content. You do really want to post 3 to 5 times a day because you think, why not? You're going to go for it. An easy hack you could do is just post your bit of content, and then to make up for the other 2 posts, you could do a duet where you react into a popular viral video in the same niche as you, a stitch, which is a reaction. You could do a text post, photos as well. So if you're on Instagram and we have photos, you could do images and text. So that's 3 really easy content ideas right now to get that free. But ideally, aim for 3 a week in the beginning and then just build it up. Once you are used to creating content, overall a good shout would be 5 to 7 posts a week. So it could be 1 a day, 2 a day, whatever fits in your schedule, but that's enough, I personally think, from my experience, for you to gain good momentum. A lot of times I would do 2 to 3, all right, depending on how I feel. You could do 1 in the morning, 1 at lunch, 1 in the evening. You're covering all bases in terms of audiences from around the world at different times, and that can work really well for you. But first week, aim for 3 posts a week until you start to become more efficient at creating content. I've been waffling on about the same thing for ages here, but I can see how people get really stressed out about it. So this is why I'm sort of trying to calm you down. All right, calm. I just noticed I just sounded really calm myself then. Just like, take a chill pill, guys, take a chill pill. When you're making your videos, if you're talking in them, what's really working well at the moment is short captions. So have captions on for a start, but have like 2 words per caption. Have 2 words per line, because if you have 2 words, it's a lot easier to understand. People on the platform also like a lot of genuine, authentic content. It doesn't have to be super hyper edited, as long as it resonates and connects with people on the other end with the messaging. Voiceovers also are doing really well. So you can show images or videos of something and explain something over it with a voiceover, which you can do easily on a video editor like CapCut. Now, if you're not comfortable talking on camera and you're not comfortable being on camera, then just record some B-roll footage or footage of you doing what you're doing. If you're in gaming, it could be gaming, or B-roll footage of you doing something, then add the text on top and then leave more value in the caption. Or you could do a series of video clips of you B-roll once again, then do a voice over explaining what's going on if you are comfortable talking or people hearing your voice. Try lots of different things and see what works best. Now, TikTok's algorithm changes all the time, and the word algorithm should be basically your audience, because if your videos are not doing well, it's just because the audience at the time, for whatever reason, it didn't resonate with them. All right, and social media changes and evolves so quickly at a rapid pace that what worked 2 years ago isn't working now, and a lot of creators on TikTok are starting to discover this, because the content you could get away with 2 years ago wasn't that special, that great. Content that resonates or is entertaining or entertaining, savable and shareable, otherwise people are not gonna watch it. A lot of people who've been on TikTok for a while now, I feel entitled that they should get a lot of views, and no, because the platforms get more popular now, you're not going to get the views like you used to. But I would like to say, with your posts have a really long shelf life, and there's a thing called delayed view explosion. So whatever post you do, your TikTok, and the views are not that great, don't worry, because you will notice your views get drip feeded over a period of time. They start to go up and up and up. And I've had loads of videos which have jumped up to 200,000 views, right? I've even had a video which was like nothing for 6 or 7 months, and now it's on 3.5 million views at the moment. So when you've made your content and you've posted it, don't worry about the views. Give it 30, 60, 90 days until you look at your data and then decide if you want to tweak or not. You might be pleasantly surprised. Now, take it back 2 years ago. I would say semi-quality content would be good enough on TikTok, but now I really do think quality over quantity is the key on this platform because of the competition on people's For You pages, everyone trying to get attention. It'd be much better to create free quality posts which talk in your audience languages and connects and resonates with them, gets reaction, than just posting, stuff which is not even worth watching. And the more you stay on the platform and create quality content and look at what your competitors do and people in the same industry and niche, the better you're gonna get at creating content, but also learn what content people like looking at and consuming and sharing. And a really good tip would be to use the search bar for that and search for people in the same industry and niche as you. Look at the most viral videos and look at their script, the flow of their videos, the length, what they're saying in the beginning, the duration, the captions, and just gives you like an idea and data you can use to make videos yourself and put your own spin on those topics, which you know are going to perform well because TikTok have shown you by showing these viral videos that there's an audience liking that topic already. Being authentic on the platform is one of the main reasons why I love TikTok, because TikTok, I just get my phone out and record something and I'm being myself and people love that. And people just want to connect with creators on a more personal level, almost like you're talking to them in your front room on the end of the bed at a coffee shop, and you don't have to worry about, the fancy editing or the aesthetic pleasing stuff like you see on Instagram. I know how I've just mentioned quality content, but quality doesn't mean it looks amazing, it's got good editing. Quality just means it's full of some value, it entertains someone, it inspires someone, it connects with someone, it gives someone value, it helps them, it makes them think differently. The more you are authentic, the more you're going to attract people of the same tribe as you. If you're running a business, this can help you make more sales, building up trust and building connections. And it really does separate you than everybody else. If you're posting generic tips, if you're doing social media growth or marketing, you're not going to stand out for the rest of the crowd because you're just being the same as everybody else. But people buy into you, you're your brand. So if you're yourself, nobody can copy that. And that's how you can really grow well on this platform, by just putting your identity and personality in your content. Now let's talk about some tactics. Regarding hashtags, they're not really worth getting stressed about, and they just help TikTok have an idea to help identify what your content's all about. A lot of people say 3 to 5 hashtags is fine. I get good results with 8 hashtags. But the idea of hashtags is make sure they're specific and related to the post in terms of what the post is about, because this will help TikTok identify what your content's about. And use a range, so have a range of really big ones and a range of really small ones under a million, because the ones which are under a million, this can help your content get discovered if people are searching for videos on that specific hashtag. Try not to use unrelated hashtags or viral hashtags like viral or For You page. They will do nothing for your post because they'll just get shown to anyone. And then if you get the wrong audience attracted to your post and it goes viral, then the problem is TikTok are going to keep showing your future content to those people, which means you're not going to get the people who actually want engaging with your content and following you. And if you're running a business or trying to sell something, then this is really going to backfire on you. Now, trending audios can really help. And if you're talking on the video, just whack that sound down to say 2 to 4% and do not have any distracting lyrics on the sound if you're talking in the video. Trending audios can really help you because it brings familiarity, and the more popular a song is, that will sort of give your video a little bit of a boost more. But the main thing is hashtags and trendy audios will not really make that much difference. They're almost like sprinkles icing on the cake, as long as you get your content messaging right first. TikTok's trying to be like YouTube, so it's working on a long retention rate at the moment. So I've noticed longer videos are performing well, and so are photo carousels, a bit like Instagram, gets people watching for longer, and then the longer the retention time. A good strategy would be to do shorter videos, and then as you start getting better at creating content, embed some of the longer videos in there as well, and especially the photo carousels I've been talking about, to help with your retention, audience retention. That way you're covering all bases on TikTok. The best tip I could give you is just have fun, silly as it sounds, and don't stress about your analytics right away. When you are too stressed about making content and you're too serious, that energy, seriousness comes across in your content. Whereas when you make content, when you're more relaxed, you're more chilled and you're enjoying it, people can feel this positive energy in your content, and that attracts people and draws them in more. It's really more authentic. So just have fun creating content. The more you enjoy creating content and passionate about it, the more you're going to show up no matter what's happening with your views. You get stressed about these tactics and strategies too much, because as I've already said, TikTok is such a young platform still, and you've got plenty of time to grow. So enjoy the ride and the process of creating content and getting a bit better each time. Have fun experimenting and seeing what works best for you. And remember, this is free. So, what an opportunity to get your voice and your content seen. What an opportunity for you if you're running a business, like how this can help you, especially if you're running an online business. Because at the end of the day, it's the people which enjoy the process the most, despite the ups and downs, are the people that ultimately going to succeed. And you really got to think of delayed gratification. And it's a marathon, not a sprint when you're making content. You plant the seeds now, and it starts to grow into a wonderful flower or garden. And, if you just quit when things are not going that well in the beginning, then you're never going to achieve anything. So just get creating and aim to strive better each day. If you'd like any more in-depth information about any of these subjects or any other TikTok subjects, please do drop them, including suggestions, in the comments below. Best of luck with your journey, and I can't wait to see your success. Make sure you like this video if you found the information, tips, strategies valuable and helpful, and make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on the next one.